Iorana, Asben, John, and Frank as already have talked about our spiritual, our emotional, and how special we are as an indigenous, and how privileged for the world to meet us. And that is one of the most important things for me. As I say, in 2016, the President Bachelet have given back us our national park. In Rapa Nui, it's happened a very special thing. We are under the administration of Chile from 1888 on the 9th of September. But the funny thing, I am a Polynesian, so I'm not a Chilean. But it's important to know for everybody, Chile has been a wonderful country for Easter Island. What happened? Now we have our national park where we also live. And this is the date she have given us the national park back to us. We are very, very happy. And I think indigenous people has a lot of opportunity. And we are very lucky we have the opportunity to work with them. But we also we are a very small community. We are no more than 3,000 people in Easter Island. So the most important thing, we came from 36 families. And each family has a representative of their family. And this representative is called Henua. And what they do, they go and meet the president in Chile. We don't talk with the minister. We talk with the president in Chile. There we go and sit with them, and we bring them to Easter Island so they understand what we're talking. And we make sure that is happen. The Rapa Nui people, especially women, they're very strong. They run the island. Actually, I'm married with an Australian man, and he said to me, it's unbelievable how Rapa Nui people run the law on the island. And that is very true. We said what we want to, we said how we want to, and we make sure that happens. And this is what happened with us. We are very privileged. I have been in many countries, and I have seen the government are not joined together with the indigenous people. And I ask myself, how come the government has not realized how special this thing working with indigenous to make it reach everything in the country? And this is how we talk to the president in Chile. And today, the president in Chile has recognized our right in many ways, and also have supported us incredible by talking, by working together. For example, today we have created our immigration law. That immigration law was made by Rapa Nui people. And in August this year, last year, 2018, it's already started. On the 2nd of August, we told who have to come here. The people come to the island need to be support the island. We don't want anybody to come and just walk through. We want people to come to support the island, to be a good product for the island. That's the type of thing how we run on the island now. Not everybody can just walk free through. We decide who come. We decide how we want you to come. So also that we have a privilege to do it. We already 6 months now, and people before last year used to come to the island and just stay, spend 3-4 years just living there and all that thing. So we decided that's not possible, because we don't want people to come everywhere to stay on the island just to take a work from the people. So today we decide who come and what you're going to do. If you come and visit the island, you can only be 30 days. If you're not doing nothing, you have to leave. This is what happened on the island at the moment. So I am quite confident If we work with all the indigenous people, we can do that. We can do. It's our right. That right we have, nobody can take away. It's very important to have that mind and to be constant with this decision, to make sure you don't change, to make sure what you have think as a community is that what you have to do. And also the other privilege we have been supported by the government in Chile today, because as Henua community indigenous of the island, who is a member nearly of every Rapa Nui on the island, we have decided one of the most important things we would like to do is to look in every country in the world to recuperate every patrimonial thing of Rapa Nui. Like just not an image, just not a document. Also, we want to be back to the island. The British Museum has our moai, Hoa Hakanana Yende. And last year, we went to London, we talked to the director of the British Museum, and we asked him to give back to our moai to the island. At the moment, it's in a process. We know we don't want to be pressured, but we have focus that we're going to be achieved next. So I am very emotional with Frank, everything he has said. I think every indigenous people think exactly the same, they value, but we don't have the problem of the water on the island. We own our water, we run our water, okay? So hopefully everything is work for you, and that I don't know. Everybody have talked already everything about emotional, spiritual, indigenous, everything, and that's what I am in here, because I think it's WINTA. It's organized. What I'm very happy Ben about WINTA Indigenous, because I think it's a very good platform for every indigenous to be part of that, because that's how I come in here and I met you and I can talk about my island. And that is very important because it's a family meeting. It's a family meeting to look how can we support together. And thank you very much for that, Ben. And I think we have to continue work. If this happen with the island, it can happen with everybody. You have to have a conference. You have to do it. To be indigenous, for me, is a privilege. It's a privilege. I always think like that. And I run a hotel in Easter Island. I am a owner of the hotel. And when my guests arrive, I go and wait at the airport to reception them. And I put a flower necklace. And the guests look to me and say, But it's the first impression I give to my guests. But when they leave, after 3 or 4 days, I ask, do you enjoy the island? And they answer back me, oh, it's beautiful. But what environment human has touched me? I see my guests cry when they leave. And this is all the hospitality, generosity we have to have with our guests. That's the way you share. You have to share. But when they come to the island, it's so small, so everybody's beside the guests. So, because we are all family. Everybody on the island are relate each other. Are relate. And also, our grandchildren, they go to Chile to study. We do not have a university on the island. But what is important, they always come to the island. When I went to live in Australia, my mom called me and she asked me, is your mother-in-law come and look after you, cook for you, wash your clothes and all that thing? I said, Mom, they don't do that in here. I have not met my mother-in-law. And she said to me, I'm so sad. Just pick it up your plane, come back to the island. This is how we are attached. It's incredible. But we always cry back to our island. My husband said to me, look, one of the things I can promise you, you always have a ticket in there for you to go back to the island. I said to him, look, I don't want a ticket. I want you to stand up on the plane and go back to live on the island. So we are together on the island and we run our own business up there. And he said to me one day, Why, when we go to the restaurant, you talk to people, you walk in the road, you say hello, you don't even know them? I cannot help myself. That's what I am, I said to him. So when we go to live on Easter Island, everybody of my 22 brothers is going to walk through to the house and is going to open the fridge and is going to take every food in there. He said, well, I don't do that in my house. And I said, but in my indigenous island, you have to accept. Other way, you have to live. You know, so, you know, I don't know what more to say, but this is what I am. This is what we are. And this person you're looking now is the president, is a young man, is only 29 years old, and he is the president of the community of Maui Henua, who is running now. Mostly our people work in Maui Henua are professional. We have a lot of professionals on the island. It's more than 300 people. They're working in this company. When Chile used to run the national park, they have only 15 people working. And there was covered only five site archaeology in the island. Today, all these young people who is part of the directory, they cover the whole island. They're beautiful now. You have to come, everybody have to come and visit the island. But the most important thing, we run our island. That's the best way. When the indigenous run the thing, they make sure to share with generosity, love, spirituality with the guests. Our guest is not an extra. Our guest is part of us.